Imagine opening your eyes in the year 3024. The skyline is no longer a forest of skyscrapers. It's a tapestry of floating cities, vertical ecosystems, and space elevators that stretch into the heavens. You're not stepping into a flying car, you're stepping into a gravity-bending transport pod that silently launches you across continents in minutes. And your body? It's not just alive, it's optimized, resilient, ageless. You're still human, but evolved. So what would humanity actually look like 1,000 years into the future? Let's rewind. Think about how far we've come in the past 1,000 years. In 1024 AD, there were no airplanes, no electricity, no internet. The idea of landing on the moon or mapping the human genome would have sounded like magic. Yet here we are, using satellites, AI, and biotechnology like everyday tools. Now project that same curve of innovation across the next millennium, only faster. Because technology doesn't evolve linearly, it grows exponentially. One of the biggest shifts might be how we interface with our own minds. In 1,000 years, your brain could be connected to a neural internet. No more typing or searching, just think, and knowledge floods your mind. Languages? Instantly understood. Skills? Downloaded in seconds. Communication? Silent and instantaneous, shared thought to thought, no words needed. We're talking about a world where your memory can be backed up, your thoughts can be shared, and your personality could be uploaded. Death, in its traditional form, might become optional. Your body will also be completely redefined. Aging may be reversed. Diseases? Eliminated. Organ failure? A thing of the past. With nanotechnology flowing through your veins, your body might constantly repair itself, cell by cell, 24/7. Some people might opt for cybernetic limbs, robotic eyes, or even entirely synthetic bodies designed for survival on distant planets. And then there's genetic engineering. Imagine being able to design the attributes of your future child. Intelligence, strength, even emotional traits, all tunable. Ethics will be hotly debated, but the ability will likely exist. Humans won't just evolve biologically, we'll evolve by choice. Now let's look at society itself. What happens when AI takes over almost every task, faster, better, cheaper than any human? Most of today's jobs, from truck drivers to software developers, might be obsolete. But this could lead to a renaissance of creativity, exploration, and learning. People won't work to survive, they'll work to express, invent, discover. Economies will no longer be limited by land or labor. With advanced automation, clean energy, and resource recycling, scarcity could become a relic of the past. Money might not even exist in the way we understand it. Instead, we might trade reputation, creativity, or access to new experiences in virtual and augmented realities. And education? Transformed. You won't spend years in school. Learning might happen in immersive simulations or even brain-implantable modules. Want to master physics or architecture or Japanese calligraphy? Just select the program, blink, and it's yours. Now step back and think about Earth itself. Climate change, if not solved in the next few centuries, could have reshaped much of the planet. But in the best-case scenario, we'll have rewilded entire continents, cleaned the oceans with autonomous nanobots, and replaced factories with bioengineered environments that produce goods organically, with zero waste. But many won't live on Earth at all. By the year 3024, Mars might not be a red desert, it might be blue and green, teeming with domed cities and terraforming farms. Humans could live in orbiting habitats around Saturn, or mining colonies on moons like Europa and Titan. Interstellar travel may still be limited, but not impossible. Generational ships might already be on their way to Proxima Centauri, carrying thousands in suspended animation. We could also be living in realities entirely of our own design, inside simulations more vivid than our current waking life. You wouldn't just play a video game, you'd live inside it, feel it, believe it. Entire civilizations might exist digitally, where people no longer need physical forms at all. And what about love, emotion, art? Will those vanish in a hyper-rational future? Maybe not. In fact, they might become more important than ever. When survival is no longer our daily focus, our emotional depth, relationships, stories, and creativity will define who we are. Human experience will become the most valuable currency. Still, not everything will be utopia. With immense power comes enormous risk. AI could become uncontrollable, indifferent, or even hostile. The merging of minds could lead to privacy nightmares. Genetic manipulation might create new social divisions. And interplanetary conflict? It could become a very real threat. Existential risks will evolve too. A rogue asteroid, a collapsing AI experiment, or a weaponized black hole, things we barely understand now, could end civilizations in seconds. That's why humanity in 3024 might be not just smarter and stronger, but more cautious, more interconnected, more responsible, and maybe more curious. Because despite all the upgrades, we'll still carry something deeply human, the urge to ask, what if? To look up at a sky filled with new constellations, new satellites, new cities, and wonder what lies just beyond. We'll still have questions. We'll still chase meaning. And even as machines become part of us, we'll hold on to the stories that made us who we are. So what will humanity be like 1,000 years from now? We may be immortal. We may be digital. We may live on 1,000 worlds. But we'll still wonder, dream, create, and explore. And maybe someone 1,000 years from today will look back at this exact moment in time and see it as the spark that ignited the next phase of evolution. If you want to be part of that journey into the unknown, hit that subscribe button right now. Because on this channel, we ask the big questions, chase the boldest ideas, and explore the future like no one else. And the next video? It might just change how you see everything.